Ladies and gentlemen, good evening, happy Saturday. My name is Alf. Welcome to Fpl, where strategies are dissected and dreams are built. It is great to be here. I'm excited. What a day. What a day of Prem it's been. Unbelievable. Where do we begin? Where on earth do we begin? I think there's one place where we begin. And that is with this guy on screen right here. Unbelievable day for Erling Haaland. Unbelievable day for Erling Haaland captainers. Unbelievable day for Erling Haaland triple captainers. Crazy. Crazy. I didn't triple captain Haaland. I did captain him, so I'm feeling pretty good about that. I feel pretty good about the fact that I put my captaincy badge on Erling Haaland. I was thinking about doing it for Jota, who could well slap tomorrow. Little drinks check, guys. I've got a 0% Corona. I've got a massive glass of water to my right. Stay hydrated, make better FPL decisions. Duvois has tagged me in. So anyone who's out there listening across Twitter, across YouTube, send me your teams, like do what Duvois has done here, like add in my, CC me into the post and I will review it on screen live and direct on this Saturday evening. So yeah, as I said, pop in at FPL_AlfPL, much like Duvois has done, and I will bring it on screen and we'll get into it tonight. We're going to be doing that in a little bit. I've got a little bookmarked tweets that we're going to go through, or posts. I don't know how to say it nowadays. Is it post? Is it a tweet? Who knows? Please do give it a like if you're listening anywhere. Give it a like on X and on YouTube. It really helps. And hit that subscribe button, please. That really helps me out. Just going to check the chat real quick. And also let me know if any of Maggot's in the chat, Duvois in the chat. Yes, boys. Let me know if the music's too loud or like not loud enough or whatever. And if everything's working all right. If someone could just get me back on that point, that'd be great. Maggot, send me your team in Twitter. Tag me in it and I will bring it on screen. That is a big part of the Saturday night show here. Right, let's get into this. Where do we begin? I mean, I was thinking about gloating a little bit, but I'm not going to do that. Just for context, I have not triple captained Erling Haaland. I captained him. So I'm not like gloating in that respect. I'm gloating because I have gone against the template and I did David Raya and I did Gabriel at the start of the season because Arsenal are just amazing home and away, and Raya's got another 9-pointer today. He is absolutely killing it for me. David Raya, 5.5 mil. Everyone's talking about Henderson, who had a shocker today. Well, Crystal Palace did. I'm like, you know what, guys, you do your thing. Raya's for me, and it's working out an absolute treat. So we'll chat about that in a little bit. There's my team. And there's my rank. So first green arrow. Cheers. First green arrow of the season. Look at that. Very happy with that. It was looking a bit rubbish actually earlier on. You know, as a blank again. Hit the crossbar. Raya. I mean, it's just unbelievable. It's so nice. I'm going to sleep well tonight. I was watching that game and I was really struggling in those last 5 minutes. I was tempted to turn it off because I was just like, I can't do this. It's too much. But yeah, they did it. The boys did it. Superb. Let's just have a quick look at the fixtures and the results from today. Who have we got? Mr. Bird's in the chat as well. Yes, Ken, send me your team on Twitter /X. You know the score. We'll bring it up on screen. Saturday, 24th of August, history was made. Let's have a look. So, let's just break this down. Man United had a shocker. I saw a bit of that game, and they don't look great. That's my take. Bruno's not an asset for us. West Ham. Crystal Palace having a shocker. Is that because Anderson went? I don't really understand what's going on over there. Eze's blanking. Crystal Palace are leaky. This wasn't what we expected. Very interesting times over there at Crystal Palace. This was a bit of a non-fixture for me. I was hoping for a Muniz return. It didn't happen. But Smith Rowe returned for some of you guys. I don't have him. So that annoyed me a bit, but it's all good. Man City, the Erling Haaland show. Who did you guys captain? Nice one, Maggot. Yeah, I'll bring that up in a little bit, mate. Devoir, Maggot, Ken. Who did you guys captain today? Are you happy? Are you sad? I've got a crazy tale to tell you about the FPL Juice show earlier today. Maggot, I didn't see you in the chat actually for FPL Juice, so I was on the streamception. We'll get into that in a little bit. Absolutely crazy times. Like Tom did a madness live on stream. I've got it bookmarked. We will get into it. What else happened? Southampton, Nottingham Forest, another bit of a... And I recommended to someone today to keep Morgan Gibbs-White, and he scored. How good's that? So I'm happy for that guy. I can't remember who it was now. I think it was called Martin. Spurs Masterclass. Son had an absolute banger today, and I think a lot of people sold him from last week. So that's a shame. Everton are going down. Everton might be going down. And then the Arsenal Masterclass today. It was a great game. Arsenal looked really good. They look really good. And you know what? If Man City weren't around, like they would have won like 2-3 titles at this point. The 115. The 115 are blocking the Arsenal. But yeah, what a mad day. What a mad day. So let's just do we're going to do a few bookmarks, and then we'll get into doing teams and stuff. So yeah, I see a few more people in the chat. So I'll show you how to do this. If I hit notifications, look, Devoir, the legend that is. The Fpl OG Devoir here. Just CC me into your team, and I'll bring it up on screen, and we'll chat about it. That's all you got to do. Don't DM me. Don't send me messages. Just do what Devoir's done here at Alfpl what am I saying? At FPL_Alfpl. And by the way, I can't have Alfpl because someone's taken it. Should we just chat about that real quick? It's really dumb that I have to do FPL_Alfpl. I'm going to show you my issue. Right, I'll type in Alfpl. I'll do people. Is it available now? It might be available. Bloody hell. No, there, look. Damn it. Right there. There's my issue, guys. Alfonso Moniz. He's killing me. Look at him. This finger that he's pointing is almost as if he's pointing at me through the universe of Twitter. 59 followers, not followed by anyone. I can't message him. I can't say, dude, help me out here. So anyway, this guy's another Alf. Another Alf. Listen, I don't get on with other Alfs. It's got to be said, when I meet another Alf, I'm not into it. I'm not vibing other Alfs. That's all I'm going to say. And this guy is case in point. Anyway, I digress. Yeah, do what Duvar's done. I'll bring it up on screen and we'll chat about your teams. We're going to do a couple of bookmarks before we do that. So if I scroll back down, I've got some, and the format for this, guys, so anyone who's not familiar, I'm going to be going through tweets of the day following the game week. Sorry, following the match day. So it's like my favorite tweets. Obviously, the FPL community is incredible for memeage, so it's all about that, and it's all about celebrating the FPL community. So that is the purpose of the stream today. I hope you guys are having a good time. I hope you're having a lovely Saturday. It's really rainy here in London, but it was a good Prem day. It's been a lovely weekend. I'm on very little sleep because of like YouTube stuff, and also I have a very young baby, 6 months old, in the other room who is keeping us up at night. But it is all good stuff. Prop Joe, I once saw him kill 3 men in a bar with a pencil. Haaland. Damn straight. What a day for Haaland. What a day for triple captainers. I didn't do it. I didn't triple captain him, but my lord, I did captain him. Lewis is here again. Yes, Lewis. Legend. Yeah, listen to Lewis. Guys, listen to Lewis. Like and subscribe. If you give it a subscribe, it helps me so much. So please do that. It'd be really helpful. FOMO's here as well. Yes, FOMO. Captain Haaland on a free hit. On a free hit? What are you up to, FOMO? I love that. 513 Idge. 513 Idge. Watson or Havertz for Solanke? Yes, Watkins missed 2 chances, but he had more threats than Havertz and good fixtures coming up. That's a good question. Let's have a look. We'll have a look for you, mate. I'll just call you 513. We'll dive into that. We'll find a good asset for you. Let me know how much money you got in the bank. Put that in the chat, and we'll have a bit of a look for you. Yeah, FOMO, Arsenal defense is brutal. It is. I am a big believer in the Arsenal defense. Everyone was talking about how they wanted to bring them in later on with their wild cards, and I was like, nope, they are in and they are staying. David Raya, get him in, 5.5 mil. Do not have to think about a goalkeeper. How do you realise how nice that is? Not having to worry about Onana or Edison. Unbelievable having David Raya. I cannot listen. I'm not an FPL expert. My biggest rank is not that great. I think it's like 34,000th. Like, I'm happy with it. I'm not elite. I never said I am. But what I will say is, as a tip, take your crappy little goalkeeper out of your team and get in David Raya as soon as you possibly can. That's all I'm going to say. He will get you. He's got me like 18 points in 2 game weeks. It's unbelievable. So do that. Let's keep going. Eric's in as well. Henderson out. Henderson out, question mark. Yeah, this is it, isn't it? Like, let's just have a quick look. All right, I'll bring up, let's bring up some Scout. Sorry, some Hub. All right, so firstly, we're going to tackle 513's question. I pride myself in problem solving. I will always put problem solving for you guys ahead of anything. Let's have a look at some stuff. So 513, Watkins or Havertz? Let's have a look. If you guys can hear my baby there crying in the background. He's all right. He's just with his mama. And we'll do this over the course of so 4 game week prediction. Sorry, I need to move this chat, don't I? Let's do that. Sorry about that. Okay, so I'm going to move this, and then we've got. So I would say, to answer your question, so we're saying Watkins or Havertz. It's either, isn't it? Over 4 game weeks. It's either. Personally, I would go with Havertz if you've got room for him. Watkins he didn't look great today, and I'm a bit worried about him, to be honest. I think I would go with Havertz on that one. That would be my answer, 100%. And then Henderson out. Are we making goalkeeper transfers now? Let's have a quick look. Well, again, this is over the course of 4 game weeks. I think the music stopped. Let's do that. So if you can afford Raya, look. I mean, I would get in Raya if I were you. Brighton home, Tottenham away. I feel like Arsenal will do a job at Tottenham, and then Man City is Man City, right? So I would get Raya. That would be my take. I would get Raya for Henderson if you can afford him. You might need to do a couple of transfers there, but I can't stress it enough. I'll just show you real quick. I'll show you my team. And yeah, anyone in the chat, send me your teams on Twitter, X. I will bring it up on screen. So here we go. This is what David Raya did for me today, and I got Gabriel as well, 5 points here, but 9 points from David Raya, unbelievable. And I can just forget about that now. He's great, absolutely unbelievable. And he's so good, like, as well. Like, he's actually making incredible saves and stuff. I really rate him. I actually think he's probably like one of the best goalkeepers in the Prem at the moment. I'm going to put it out there. Okay, cool. So let's do some teams. All right, cool. Here we go. Got some teams to go through. Excellent. All right, let's do Devoir. I was looking forward to some proper bench. Bruno spoiling the party. He has to go. I know he will punish me in game week 4, but hopefully the Rodgers train will be well up by then. Yeah, Rodgers looked good today, didn't he? All right, so this is Devoir. Yeah. Yep. Henderson. Robinson, yeah, fair play. Yep, Haaland captain. It's decent. You got Mo Salah, Jota coming in. Oh, you got Liverpool double up in midfield. That's great. Jacob Murphy, love that. Yeah, like Bruno's got to go, isn't he? I think Bruno's got to go. 8.5 mil for Bruno. Like, that's not on, is it? Price, let's do 8.5. And let's see what we can do here for you. Eze's going to slap soon, guys. Don't get rid of Eze. Like, he's going to do a job soon. 100%. And then Bruno still predicted 21 points. I just don't believe that. See, I have Bailey. I'm not impressed with Bailey so far. But I'm keeping him. Yeah, that's tough. I don't know who I'd take Bruno out for, to be honest. I'd probably say Bailey, but like he's not been that great. You've already got Jota. Odegaard? Or you could get Spicy. Oh man, Mbomo. It's got to be Mbomo, isn't it? There you go. There's your answer. You can downgrade Bruno to Mbomo. He's not got a great fixture. He got Man City. Yeah, Man City coming up, which isn't great, but you could just bench him. But that's what I'd be looking at if I were you. I'd get a little bit spicy, save some money somewhere. And maybe try and do that Raya transfer. Get Raya in, you know. That might be the move. Yeah, but that's decent. Good score so far. You got a couple to play. So it looks like Bruno will come on for you for Barco. Good stuff here. Yep, nice team. Who else we got in the chat? We got Mark. Yes, Mark. Mark is in the house. Good evening. Lewis is just all over the chat. I love that. Great. I spoke to Lewis today on FPL Juice. It was great. He called into the show. That was really awesome. Good to chat to you, Lewis. Okay, FOMO. Here you go. A free hit. A free hit team. Free hit game week 2. That rank's ridiculous. Wow. FOMO's just playing 4D chess here. Vicario, Robinson, Guardiola. Nice team, yeah. Oh, you got De Bruyne. You hero. That's such a great pick. Like, no one would... There aren't many people that would go with De Bruyne. I really respect it. Is he 9.5, is it? Yeah, it's just expensive, isn't he? It's really expensive. But he's not as expensive as Saka, Palmer, Son. So, like, I get it. And he's a City asset. I've actually got space for a City asset. Like, that could be a move for me. Because he looked good today. It looks like the KDB of, like, 3 years ago. I just want to make sure I'm keeping an eye on the chat. Free hit team is 43 points better than my real team at the moment. Nice. Well played. Why did you play your free hit so early? Just out of interest. I'm assuming it's like you got some early strategy going on, FOMO. Let us know. Yeah, Maggot, free hit, really? Mark's added his team. That's awesome. Bateman's in the house. Yes. Moderated by Mr. Bird and Bateman, the duo, the absolute kings of my chat. Triple Arsenal clean sheet. Yeah, Bateman, me and you, man. Well, I've got double Arsenal clean sheet, but I respect that. Bateman's got 3 Arsenal defenders. Bateman, send us your team. Just tag me in your team, could you, so we can bring it up on screen, because I am intrigued. FOMO, are there any questions or problems you're trying to solve with this team? Let me know and we'll get into it. But what team are you going into? That might be a good next question. Free hit team is 43 points better than only early game I was scared of Haaland and De Bruyne. Okay. So send me your team, what you've got for game week 3, because I'm intrigued to see that. That's ballsy though, playing your free hit game week 2. Unbelievable. Okay, Maggot, you're up. Maggot, you are up. Everyone has Henderson. To be fair, FOMO doesn't. FOMO, I'm going to make a bet, right? I bet you have Henderson in the team for game week 3. Everyone's just got Henderson. Someone tell me why Henderson was like the template pick. Like, make it make sense to me. Someone explain why Henderson was the guy, because everyone just jumped on him. I feel like it was a couple of the big guns were like, Henderson's the guy, and everyone just jumped on it. I don't get it myself. I didn't understand it when I saw it. Was never in any of my drafts. I was happy to invest in my goalkeeper situation, and David Raya is just perma pick. I might start captaining him. It might just be the thing. That would be mental, obviously. All right, Maggot, let's go. So Saliba, lovely. Porro, yeah, this is good. This is looking really good already. Wow, yeah, yep, that's great. And look, Maggot's on the right there. Is this a little Maggot? You're doing a little vlog. I love that. I didn't realise you were doing that. That's great. I will definitely tune in to those in the future. That's cool, man. You got Jota to play. You've got Solanke out. So you got Rodgers coming in for Solanke. You got Hall to play. Yeah, I got Hall to play as well. This is great. Great. You should be very chuffed with this. 75 points. What am I on at the moment? I think I'm on 64. 62. Yeah, Maggot. Great week. Great week for Maggot there. Matt's in the chat. Some of your teammate. Oh Jesus, I keep doing this thing with the chat. I'm sorry. I have it overlapping, and my apologies. Okay. Who just joined? It was a guy, Matthew and Geddy. Matthew and Geddy, send me your teams on Twitter. So just tag me, and Eric as well. Tag me into your teams, much like how Maggot has done here on screen. And I will bring it up and we'll get into it. Who's next? Russell. Yes, Russell. Just watch your Fest vid. Funny guy, to be fair. Thanks, man. Yeah, Fest was such a joke. Like, I'll just tell you a little story about Fest. So I had got in touch with Ed and Gianni, because I'm a part of the Juice guys, Juice punditry and all that stuff. So I was pinging those guys saying, how do I get in touch with the organisers for Fest? And I don't know Gianni or Ed, but I was given their numbers. So I text them and I'm like, hey, I'm coming to film. Is that cool? Like, can my camera person get a ticket, like a camera ticket? I don't have to pay for 25 quid for someone else to go to Fest, right? So they're like, yeah, that's fine. And so we show up and I'm in my tux. And yeah, like they just did not want me to be there. It was so, I don't want to cause I'm not here to cause any beef, but like, it was so strange. Like they were so, just being very, very strange with me. And Ed was like, I didn't know this was happening. And I was like, I text you saying I'm filming. Is it because I'm in a tux? Like, what's your problem? Like, what changed? It was very strange. But yeah, thanks, Russell. I appreciate that. It was a funny day, really funny evening. And I'm going to try and do more of those. You guys let me know where I should go next. I'm looking for events that we can crash. So, like, I was thinking about maybe a political party event or something. But that could get a bit weird. But the idea would be for me to turn up somewhere in a tux. We would get into an event, and then I would ask them about FPL. Like, that's the idea of it. But I've got to find the events. And I got to somehow get into them without spending money. So these are my challenges. This is my plight as a FPL streeter, as I'm called. I think that's the term. Anyway, I digress. Russell, let's talk about your team. Pope in goal. Love that. He had a good game week 1, didn't he? Yeah, this is a great defense as well. Scary. That's a scary defense. This is a really good team. Triple captain Haaland. Congratulations, Russell. Look at this rank. Look at this rank. Look at this score. That's ridiculous. Congratulations. I bet you're going to sleep well. I'm happy with my 62 points, and I haven't used my triple captain chip. So, like, with that being said, it's not like a monster score, but I'm really, really happy with that, and I'll definitely sleep well. There's not really any problems you've got here, is there? You're good. This is like, you're good here. You could leave this team for like 10 game weeks, in my opinion. It's pretty absurd, if I'm being honest. It might be one of the best teams I've seen. It is legit. Like, this is the best team I've seen, I think. Like, this defense is outrageous. I really wanted Ben White. Yeah, that's impressive, man. That's really good. My defense is just a bit crap. I've got to try and figure it out. Yeah, this is I can't. There's no problems here to solve, man. But you know, so yeah, awesome, and congrats on the score today. Triple captain, love that. All right, the teams are coming in thick and fast. Yes, this is what we're talking about. There's Russell. Are we following Russell? Yes, we are. Great. Veterans live. Awesome. He's live on Spaces. What has Mark done? He's sent me 2 teams. Let's see what's going on here. Oh, is this for game week 3? Got it. Nice. Love that. Yeah, that's awesome, Mark. What is this app? This is awesome. This looks really nice. Okay, triple captain. Is that triple captain? I'm confused. Is that a triple captain, Haaland? Let's just go back to Russell, because I think it was more than that. 51. I'm confused about the score here. 42. Is that what we got for Haaland? Am I just being an idiot? Is that what we got for Haaland? I'm confused about this. Anyway, yeah, this is a great score. Havertz, Smith Rowe, Salah to play, Gordon. Everyone's got Henderson. Van der Ven, 9-pointer today. That's ridiculous. I bet he's like 5 mil as well or something. Great pick. If so, who else have we got in the chat? Sammy, Sammy, send us your team. Send me your team on Twitter, much like how Mark's done here. Just tag me in, or just reply, and I can bring it up on screen. Yeah, Mark, there's not much to problem solve here, is there? Let's have a look. Barco would be the only guy, right? Yeah, it looks like Barco's your only issue. If there's a way in which you can get Raya in goal for Henderson, I'd say that would be a move I'd do. I just don't think Crystal Palace defense is it. I'm not seeing it. And this is for next week. Yeah, decent. Very good. I love this differential with Van der Ven. Konza, love that. I wanted to get him as well. All right, we're just going to do... Lewis, we'll come back to your team. Just get I got to do a couple of these bookmarks. So yeah, anyone who's tuned in just now, or not familiar with the format, I go through tweets of the day. If there's any tweets you want me to tag me in them, and I'll bring them up on screen as well. But yeah, Haaland, what a ridiculous day. He is ridiculous. Like, I think he's going to beat Shearer's record if he stays in the Prem. I really hope he does. And I'm an Arsenal fan, and I hate Man City, but this is just different. This whole thing here is different, guys. Like, this is history. And I really want him to stick around. And I really want him to stay at City and just keep scoring goals. I'm very conflicted about the whole thing. I think he's great for the Prem. Experiment is done. I have to find a way to get Haaland in my FPL. And that's going to be an issue, isn't it, for this guy? Because how is he going to do that? Game week 3. Does he have to like sell? He's going to do -4. He have to sell Salah maybe, or wherever he's got in. One of the Fpl OGs here, Hamza. Haaland triple captain going ballistic. Volatile rank changes in early game weeks. Premiums like Bruno and Eze underperforming. All very natural, all part of the order of things. Learn to sit back and observe. Not everything needs a reaction. I love that. Yeah, and I'm very much like this mentality when it comes to FPL. Like, I'm going to leave my team now for like 5 game weeks, I think. I want to try and challenge myself to save up 5 transfers. My team's looking good. I'm happy with it. So I'm not going to make any movements. With that being said, I just want to tell you a little story about Tom from FPL Juice. Today, we're on the FPL Juice show. The streamception is here on the right-hand side. I'll just bring it up on screen. Tom says, here's Tom, right? I don't know if you're familiar with this guy, but FPL Plucky Tom or something like that. Great guy. Follow him if you don't already. He says on the stream that he wants to do Saka for Foden. Right? This is at 10:30 in the morning, half an hour before the deadline. He wants to do Saka for Foden because he wants Foden for the fixture against Ipswich. Adam, Ash, and I, us 3 here, we are telling him that that's mental and that he shouldn't do it. But then it turns into actually goading him to do it and being like, yeah, it's a really good move, actually. So he does it. Like 10 minutes to go or 5 minutes to go, he does Saka to Phil Foden, which is a crazy, crazy move. And he's got Odegaard in his team, so he keeps Odegaard, who gets a yellow card today, sells Saka, so he doesn't get Saka's 6 points, and Foden doesn't play. Like, what? What is that? Like, this is the beauty of FPL. Like, absolutely unbelievable. And also, he is not talking this evening. I've been texting him. I've been putting him into tweets. Like, he is not talking. So Summer Onions did this on the right-hand side. He said, I'll just make the chat a little bit smaller. I'll do that. He said, who did Saka to Foden at 10:50 this morning? Tags Ash. And then he's like, is it me? To me. And I'm like, no, it's Tom. Ash, and you snaked him, to be fair. Here is the moment. Tom, it's done. Ash, what's done? Tom, Saka to Foden. Oh, man. Unbelievable. This is why I love this game. It's just so ridiculous. Like, you can't write that. There's no other game like this, is there? Let's be real. The pain is so real. Look at Ash's face. Oh, Lord. Like, why would you ever sell Saka? Tom, if you're listening, if you're out there, listen, man, I'm sorry that happened to you, but we've tried to warn you. And then we kind of encouraged you. Look at Ash's face. Oh, superb. That is folklore for me. Okay, let's get through a few more of these tweets. Having Erling Haaland is so stressful in FPL. You're literally down on your knees praying that this MFer to not score, and guess what? Yeah, he scores a hat-trick. Yes, indeedy. This is what happens when you try and be a bit niche with FPL. Just get Haaland in and captain him. It's not difficult. Yeah, Veteran doesn't have him either. Congrats to the Haaland cappers. Done it against the narrative of a double game week. I said I expected him to get approximately 15-ish points, so happy it wasn't a lot more. Hopefully Salah gets a few more returns tomorrow. Yeah, I mean, yeah, that's rough. That's rough. We know Veteran well, right? He's one of the FPL Juice guys, one of the community. And yeah, it's just going to be really hard. It's going to be so hard not having him. It's not worth it. If you know, get Haaland for FPL, let's gather and mourn. Yes, exactly. That's exactly my feelings. Marcin, or Markin. I don't know how to say this name, but he's obviously an FPL meme lord. Haaland triple captain is after this hat-trick. They called me a madman. Yes. Look at that. Haaland, guys. Erling Haaland. Absolutely killed it. He is not real. Andy, I would like to start again at official FPL. So let's have a look at Andy's team. The GOAT of FPL YouTube, if you will. Everyone's got Henderson. Why does everyone have Henderson? So what's he upset about? He's done all right with Robinson and Porro. He's got Trent to play, Eze blanked, Bruno blanked, Saka got 6 points, and Cuckoo to play. Haaland captain. This doesn't sit. Pedro scored? What's he getting upset about? It feels all right to me, that. Let's have a quick look in the chat. Lewis, Sammy. Right, let's do some more teams. Lewis wildcarded. So, Martinez. Lewis, I told you to bring some Arsenal assets in. I wanted to talk to you about this. Remember when I said about 2 days ago, you don't have any Arsenal assets, you need to think about that. And you were like, nah, I'm cool. And look what happened today, my friend. Sometimes you got to listen to Uncle Alf, all right? Not even one. You don't even have one Arsenal asset. They are the best defence in England, in the British Isles. The best football defence in the British Isles. You could just get in. It's going to be tough. I mean, I wouldn't do. It's very difficult for you to get an Arsenal defender in, but I tried to warn you, man. Eventually, you will get an Arsenal defender in. You got to try and figure out how to do it. I'd start planning for it now if I were you. Like, Eze's not been doing that well, so could you do maybe Eze down to? Excuse me, Eze down to like a Smith Rowe, maybe. I mean, I wouldn't do that myself because I think Eze is going to come good, but and then maybe upgrade Robinson to like Gabriel or Saliba. I think that's the move that I would do if I were you. Yes, but that's a bit of a tough. You got a green arrow, but it's like a bit of a rough day, right, Lewis? Let me know if there's anything specific you want to go over tonight in terms of like problem solving. But that's what I would do if I were you. The only thing with this team, it's a great team. The only thing with it is no Arsenal. Could you do Martinez up to Raya just so you're covered? That might be the move. But then you've got no Aston Villa. So yeah, that's the only thing I'd say. Bateman, yes sir. Look at this rank. Look at this score. He hasn't even. Bateman, it's wrong. You haven't even triple captained Haaland, and you got 73 points. How have you done this? You've done this with your Arsenal defence and Gibbs White. That is a banger. That's a banger game week, and you've still got your triple captaincy chip as well. Look at this rank. He's already in the top 100k. Bateman, tell the chat where you got last year. Was it? I know I keep asking you this. Was it like 8,000 or better than that? 5,000? And this is why, guys. We are dealing with a very elite FPL manager, and he always goes, "All I did is pick the players that scored the most amount of points," as if it's like luck or something. It's not luck, Bateman. You're good at FPL. Stop it with that. $2.8k, Bateman. Look at that score from last season. Unbelievable. Yeah, Lewis got 47k last year. It is luck. How? It's not luck. You can't just keep saying, because you're saying it as if you could just put anyone into your team and they might score you points. Like, you have to make educated decisions. You've got to be on top of like injuries. You've got to be on top of price changes to get a score like that. So I get what you're saying. Like, you can't predict the Prem and like football, but ignore AI too. Yeah, I see. I respect that. I'm a bit on AI. I like it. I'm into stats. You know, I pay for Hub, Bateman. You're gonna hate me. Bateman, I pay for this thing that you can see on screen here. Roast me. Actually, sometimes I just think to myself, like, what am I doing? Like, why am I paying for this? ChatGPT is actually pretty good. I was thinking about making my own model or something just for like FPL using ChatGPT. because that's what this is all built on. So the fact that I pay for it is a bit silly, but yes, I always seem to digress a little bit on these shows. All right, so excuse me. But yeah, this is amazing. Bateman's gonna bloody win the whole thing, isn't he? I was happy with my rank at 1.2 mil, and Bateman's out here already in the top 100k. Ridiculous. Bateman, it's skill. It is skill, Geddy, I agree. Russell Kane, welcome, my friend. Send me your team on Twitter /X. Do it like Bateman's done here. So just either reply to one of my tweets or tag me in it. I'll bring your team on screen. If you're out there, guys, please give it a like, give it a subscribe. I really appreciate it. It really actually makes my day. I've had a good FPL day, but what will really be the cherry on the top is if you just hit that subscribe button. It helps me, and it really, I love it. I love it. I look at it every day, and I'm like, this is giving me a motivation to continue to make content. That's all it is. That's my ask. Provisional Gameweek 3 team from FOMO. Okay, let's have a look. Not bad, that, is it? You've gone Salah over Haaland. Who does the robot have next week? This is my team. Just whilst we're on this is my team for Gameweek 3. I think I'm just gonna roll. Quite happy with that. I don't know if I should play Bailey or Muniz. I'm not gonna get distracted. West Ham away for Haaland. Yeah, so you could probably get away with that, couldn't you? That just feels like perhaps a game where he'll score maybe one goal. Just score one goal against West Ham or 2 goals, and it'll be like, oh yeah, that's not a haul. He wasn't Erling Haaland that day. I keep seeing like new colours in the chat, so I'm just gonna. Yeah, Daniel, hello, welcome, my friend. I will be watching the Black Box Match of the Day challenge. Yeah, when is that happening? Because I am intrigued about this. I heard about it today, so yes, I will be doing that. And Daniel, send me your team in Twitter X. I will bring it on screen. We'll get into it. 10:20, boom. Yeah, I'd love to watch that, actually. It sounds so interesting. So my understanding of this is that, and anyone who's not familiar with what they're doing over there, they don't look at any of the results for the day, and then they watch Match of the Day and then do a live show, and they react to what's happening, and they're seeing the stuff happen for the first time. So I actually speak to Az. We have like a little WhatsApp group, and Az is in it. We chat quite a bit, and I'm not sure if he did Foden in today, because I know Yelena did it, or Yelena. I don't know how to. I hope I'm saying that right. And she was pretty annoyed about the fact that Foden didn't start or wasn't in the squad, and she hasn't got Haaland either. So I'm wondering if Az is completely unaware of the fact that Foden was not featuring today, and I think he might have him, which could be very interesting. Let's keep going here. So yeah, FOMO. Let's just have a quick look. So game week 3, this is a good team. Yeah, I love this. Wood's going to be a problem at some point. Mbomo, I wish I had him. I might do Eze to Mbomo. But he's got some bad fixtures. I think after that Man City fixture, I'll get an Mbomo. I might do Bailey and Eze out, in the next few weeks. I really like Eze, though. I love him as a player. So that's going to be tough. But Bailey, I'm not enjoying Bailey at the moment. And when he got injured, there's a part of me that was kind of thinking, oh, that answers that question for me. I'll just get rid of him. So I might do that at some point. Just got to keep an eye on the chat. Cool. Yeah, I hope everyone's having a good time. Let me know if the music's like too loud or whatever. Please do. I build all of this myself. This is all my doing. There's no one else doing any of this stuff for me. So it takes a lot of work. And yeah, let me know if it's not looking good or whatever, or doesn't sound good. Okay. Gareth, aka Geddy, the man, the myth, the legend, Henderson in goal, of course, because everyone has Henderson in goal. Porro, Saliba, Robinson, that's a bloody good defense. Gibbs, White, Love that. This is a good team. Yeah. Yep. 70 points. You still got your triple captain chip. This is perfect. This is perfect, Getty. You're definitely on for a top 50k finish here, aren't you? Like 100%. My life rank, just so you guys can all see, is currently this. So it's not the greatest start, but also really not that bad. I'm totally okay with that at the point where we're at. But this is ludicrous. Really good. Congrats. There's not really much you have to do here, apart from maybe figure out Barco at some point, right? Everyone else looks good. I love Gibbs White as a pick. Yeah, this is dope. I don't know Fraser. I don't know Ward. Barco is a problem. I think Getty's saying something in the chat here. Yeah, of course, 100%. Never think about ranks, but still, this helps you because it just means you can get to where you want to be quicker, right? But yeah, I agree. Right, let's go to the next one. So we got K3L Pie. Kel Pie. I think it's time I give up on Man United players. Yes, I agree. I didn't go for Man United players, and I also didn't go for any Chelsea players because I just think that their football clubs are a mess. Man United maybe not so on that front. They seem to be getting their stuff together recently, but Chelsea, man, like what are they doing? Someone explain it to me. I heard someone say this the other day, and I think it might be legit. I reckon that, or they were saying they're about to get a transfer ban, which is why they're getting all these players in. And that could be the reason why. Like, no one knows what they're doing. So it's just like, what's the reason for all of this? Like, why are they buying Felix? Like, why are they getting Neto? Like, Sterling's just apparently training at home. They've got 44 people in their squad. They have 8 goalkeepers. Like, what is going on with that club? Also, like, if they do have a transfer ban, does that mean they can't sell? Does anyone know that? Does anybody know? And maybe you have different cases where you can sell, but you can't buy or you can't do anything. Let me know about that because I'm intrigued. But yeah, I don't have Man United players or Chelsea players for that reason. And this is way too many. Rashford is definitely not the guy you want. And you've got a couple of other issues as well because I think Wood's going to come out the team soon with Nketiah going in. So yeah, a couple of things to think about there. Let's have a look for you. So we're going to go to Bateman's favorite app, and we're going to do points prediction, and we're going to go midfielders. And Bruno's 8.5, isn't he? So let's do this. Let's look at some alternatives for you. He's still predicted loads. Still, do you have? You could do Eze. I think Eze's going to really come good soon. So I actually might do that. He's on pens as well. Very similar to Bruno in terms of data, XG and all that malarkey. So I think that might be the move. And also like Rashford, definitely get Rashford out. And it could be for someone like Bailey or Gordon or Mbomo. Yeah, that could be the move. You could just try and get past this Man City fixture. And enjoy a Ivan Toney-less Brentford because this all looks pretty good to me. I really like Mbomo. I don't know how to say the name. I'm probably not saying that right. But yeah, there's a couple of problems here, and yeah, you got Barco as well, and Mikalenko. Oof, you got some issues here, my friend. I would definitely focus on getting rid of the Man United assets. Not going to lie. NGL, as the kids say. Let's have a look at the chat. Anyone else in new? No? Cool. Okay. Thanks, everyone, for joining the stream, by the way. I really appreciate it. It's I love this community. I love FPL. I'm all just about like meeting new people, helping people out. That's pretty much what I like doing in my life. So and I love the fact that I can do that with FPL. And this stream really is about celebrating the FPL community. That's all it is. We get on a Saturday night. Bateman's in the chat, just doing his thing. Ken's over in bloody... It's like 3 a.m. for Ken. who's like moderating. I think he actually might be in bed now. Is Ken still active on the chat? Oh, he's still about. Yeah, he's still about. Ken, what time is it for you? Tell the guys in the chat. I always love that. I'm assuming it's like 10 to 3 in the morning. Absolute hero. And yeah, you've got to give it up to the FPL time zoners like Lewis and Ken, just like managing FPL from different time zones. It's ridiculous. What time is it, Ken? Yeah, 3:50 in Malaysia. Unbelievable, my friend. Thank you so much again for moderating. Cool. Yeah. So I hope that helps. And then yeah, we've done Mark. We did Mark, didn't we? Matt or Matthew. I don't want to assume that you're a Matt. I like this graphic. It sort of feels like sort of a special edition, sort of black and white mode here. I like it. Minimal. Did you choose to do this? Because I'm into it. Yeah, this is good stuff. Son, ooh, great little haul today. Andreas is tough. Yeah, you've got a couple of issues here, haven't you? In midfield. Yeah, because you've got Hudson-Odoi, you got Cho, as they like to call him, and you got Rogers Andreas. These are all kind of similar priced mids. So I would try and get an Eze in if I were you. You know what, Bowen? Could you just like Bowen had a good day today. Bowen could be the guy. But yeah, that midfield needs to be sorted out. But apart from that, what a day, yeah, 74. Who am I to say anything? You got 74 points. Great day, great score. I'm sure you're going to sleep well on that. Awesome stuff. But yeah, that midfield would worry me a little bit. Rogers looks great though. I like Rogers. Andreas, not so much. I think he's a little bit deeper. And I heard he might be going on loan somewhere. So keep an eye on that. So this is Ash from Fpl Juice talking about Tom. We all told bro not to do it. He didn't listen, so I backed him instead. Outrageous. Just repost that. Tom's just nowhere to be seen tonight, by the way. All right, yeah. If you want to send me teams, continue to do that. I've got a couple more bookmarks to go through. So yeah. Again, I do teams. Tag me in tweets and I'll bring them on screen, and then I find tweets that I like from the day. So FPL Dan, FPL Mate here. This guy's supposed to be a big deal, so he's going to be playing at right back now that Cash is out. So he's 4 mil. I like that for Aston Villa. That's actually a good shout. If you've got any defender problems, I think this Costa guy might be a good shout because Villa are decent. Erling Haaland, did you triple captain me? He said it in his Instagram post. Ridiculous. What a ridiculous man this guy is. I love him. I'm an Arsenal fan. I hate Man City, but I love this guy. I'm sorry. I can't help it. I think he's fantastic. I think he's great for the Premier League. And I'm a big fan of the Prem. Some people thought they would get brownie points for not having Haaland. Yes, like, don't overthink it. Just get Erling Haaland in your team. It doesn't need to be like a whole sort of political movement. You know what I mean? Like, I haven't got Erling Haaland. Okay, well, you're not going to do well at FPL then. Yes, exactly. And then perfect segue into this tweet. From the legend. I don't know who this is. Does anyone know who Markin is? Because I feel like we need a documentary. Raptor, my entire team is on 17 points. Ouch. Raptor is having a shocker. Absolute shocker. He's not got Haaland. Of course he's got Henderson in goal. That is bad, isn't it? Yeah, Andy Martin, a famous non-Haalander. Only 17 points. We take that. No, you don't. Again, this is not a political movement. Andy, if you're listening, if you're out there, my friend, it's not a political movement. Buy Erling Haaland. Do a -4. Get him in. Captain him. Stop saying stuff like this. Chat. Let's have a quick chat update. Yeah, Matt. I think they have 8 goalkeepers. I think that's real. Yep, Chelsea are mental. Rapture in the mud. What a shame. Bateman. I'm Team Bateman. Varane, guys with no Haaland in FPL. Yes, exactly. Just it's not a political movement. No Haaland and Watkins. Mr. Sitter, shaking my head. I'm heading out to touch grass. I like that. Just an FPL, just a guy out here, Anthony, not Gordon, just having an existential crisis because he hasn't got Haaland. João Pedro laughing at me from my FPL bench. Yeah, I had João Pedro in a lot of my drafts. And that got to me today, but and when he's blanked, it's just so annoying. He's like 0.5 mil less. So annoying. Mark Goldbridge, nothing to do with FPL, but I just liked the tweet. No excuse, and I didn't like the tweet. I thought it was ridiculous. I'll just read it out. No excuse. Brighton got the win, and we'll deal with it. But that Garnacho goal being ruled out is a farce. Technically, why did I say it like that? Technically, it's offside, but come on, they need to change the rule there. No deliberate action, it's going in. That's crazy to me. Like, he touched the ball. Oh, that's so strange, isn't it? Like, this is just Man United fan stuff happening here. At 12k likes, people are into this. Doesn't make any sense to me. Like, someone help me with this. Am I crazy? Is this just 12,000 Man United fans blindly just loving this tweet from Mark Goldbridge? Oh God, here's Ash. Change rules for Manchester United. Yeah, exactly, Bateman. That's my point. Umbomo. Raptor will be raking in the YouTube views, but sadly not the points. Yep. All the content creators who shouted non-Haaland are hating in 2 weeks in, but yes, 100% Mark. My bro Mark. FPL Chancer, McGinn's water rodent violence unrivaled. I like this. I feel like there's something to be said for like the water rodent sort of footballer, and I'm going to say a couple that I think go into this bracket. You guys let me know who you think, if there's any other water rodents out there. McGinn is definitely one of them. Another one, Bruno Fernandes or Fernandes, and the other one a little bit less so because actually I think he's a very good player, but he is definitely a bit of a water rodent, and that is going to be Bernardo Silva. I think those three really could just make up a pretty water rodenty midfield. Let me know if there's anyone else that you'd add into that bucket or that pond, should I say. Okay, FPL JD, ridiculous miss, and I've started Rodgers. Yeah, that's not great. Watkins was rubbish. Some people have Son, Holland, and Saka. Just saying. Yes, that's outrageous. FPL Foodie met him today, not face to face, just on Twitter, but seems like a nice guy. Nut Misalo, who says no? I say no. Saka out, Salah in, DS out, Souček in. This is just madness. That is madness transfer. Just leave your team. Why are you taking out Saka? This team, guys, look at this team. Look at this team. Look at this. Look at this. 8 scored. He actually pinged me earlier. Look on the right-hand side. He's like he's devastated. He's really sad about this. So Saliba got him some points today. That's great. But Gvardiol 2, Dalot 1, Garnacho 1. Foden didn't play and he captained him. He's got vice-captain Pope. And I just said this is the worst team of the game week. Outrageous behavior here from this guy, Sianga. Did you triple captain me? Russell. Yes, Russell. He's in the chat. Russell. Yes, my friend. Here's our friend Russell just tweeting stuff about Haaland. Absolutely. I love that gif. Fella, 6 teams have never been relegated from the Premier League. Will it be 5 coming in season? Everton are going down. I agree. It doesn't end hearing your mates tell you about the Haaland triple captain after game week 2. I just think as long as you captained him, there's nothing to be upset about here. I like good for the triple captain. It's like, that's props. Again, Andy Martin with his tweet. FPL Pigeon, Rodgers currently passing the eye test. Yeah, I agree. I think I want him in my team for game week 3. There's Erling Haaland again. Just going to say that I did warn everyone about Arsenal. Bateman's in the chat. He's got 3 Arsenal defenders. They are great home and away. Get them in your team. Like, I don't understand why this thing happened where, I mean, it suits me and the likes of Bateman, but like, Why is everyone just slept on Arsenal assets, like particularly the Arsenal defence? It doesn't make any sense to me. They're great. Look at this. Look at this record on the right-hand side here. They are great home and away, and David Raya is the king. This is my team again, for anyone who's joining, is interested in my sort of rank and points. Big fan of David Raya right now. I think I might get an Arsenal keeper shirt with him on the back. That's how I'm feeling about him right now. He's saving me. He's saving me from Mo Salah owners and Haaland triple captainers. FPL Juice, just liking stuff there. Let's have a look at the chat again. I'll bring that up on screen. Who have we got in? We got Onions. Yes, Onions. Legend. Matt's still about. Geddy. FOMO. Yeah, that is a season over, isn't it? You just quit at that point. Just like go and what do you do? You do just you give like a loved one a call and you just kind of explain the situation to them, and they'll probably guide you to say, they'll say something like, well, you've called me about this. So what I would say is, given that it's a football game, maybe just stop playing it. That's what I'd do. I would just get into something else for the rest of the year. Forget about football. That's what I'd do. But I mean, to be fair, the guy kind of messed up because he's got so many Man United assets. I mean, can you blame? Let's just bring it up again. Who did I offend? Who did I offend? Is the greatest FPL sentence I think I've ever read. Who did I offend for this? Like, what did I do wrong in my life to deserve this? He clearly perhaps got in Foden as well and used free transfer. It's just the most amazing thing I've seen. And he's got Watkins, who had a shocker today. He needs Salah tomorrow. I don't know why he didn't just captain Salah. Oh, the Foden buys this week. Unbelievable. Celtish Celt? Is that how you say that? 56 points, 4 left to play. Have Salah and Haaland. Just the captain for Haaland, no triple. Yeah, me too. That's good. That's great. That's a good score. You got a few more to play. That's what I'm talking about. Just captain Haaland and everything will be all right. Like, work out your differentials around the Norwegian robot. All right. We're at 9 o'clock. So it's a Saturday night. I've got a 6-month-old in the other room with my wife. So I should probably go and spend some time with them because FPL's taken up enough of my day, as much as I love it. So I just want to say thank you so much, everyone, for taking the time to come and say hi this evening. If you enjoy the format, it is literally just like a very casual hangout. I do it every Saturday. You can come in here. You can share your team with me. I'll bring it on screen. We can chat about problems and such. And it is a celebration of the FPL community. That is the idea. We've got an FPL Lord in the chat, being FPL Bateman, moderator, with the legendary Ken Bird as well. It's like 4 a.m. for him in Malaysia, and he's out here just chatting about FPL, which is just unbelievable. So yeah, really big fan of all of you guys. Keep chatting with me on Twitter. I'm always about. Just tag me and stuff if you want. Don't class myself as an expert. I never have. I've got some pretty good ranks in my time, but it's more just about enjoying the game and having a good time. So want to thank you all again for all your time. Really appreciate it. And I'll be live next week, and I'm always about. Hit me up anytime. Lots of love. Peace out.